Welcome to the Lioness Method, the podcast where we chat with female entrepreneurs and business leaders who share their hottest tips for creating long-lasting success that you can implement today. And now, here's your host, Narissa Sue, Master Integrated Breakthrough Coach.
Hello, Divine Lionesses. This is Narissa Sue, your leadership and legacy coach, and I am going to be sharing some top tips for you to keep your sanity this holiday. I've been talking to so many of you and just so many people are like, oh my gosh, this holiday is coming in way too fast. Can we just slow things down? And the bad news is that we can't slow it down. The train's already rolling and it is the holiday right now. So what are some ways that you can keep your sanity during this holiday season? Well, I have put together a short list for you to help you survive and thrive through the holiday. And my first tip is to get organized, get your thoughts in order. I think it is so easy to get overwhelmed when we have a million and one things that we're doing and our energy is just being pulled in every single direction. Whether you're managing your business, you're managing your families, you're trying to make it to the holiday events and get Christmas gifts and all of the things together for the holiday season. And I've been talking to a lot of women that are like, you know what? I am just doing less. I'm just doing less this holiday season. I'm not pressuring myself to do so many decorations. I'm not pressuring myself to do all the baking and make huge meals for smaller amounts of people, right? Because we're gathering in smaller numbers. There's not as many big parties happening, which is totally cool. You know, it's a new way for us to really appreciate how to make our holidays really meaningful. So the first one is get organized and really kind of evaluate what you want to get out of this holiday. Like, how do you want to make it meaningful, right? So it is getting organized, make a couple lists, and on your list, you probably have already got your Christmas gifts, right? But if you haven't, make sure that you've written out a budget. Make sure that you make a list of things that you would like to accomplish during the actual holiday. And that should include time for yourself, the people that you actually want to spend time with. And we'll get into that a little bit more. But budget your time because your time is your greatest resource. And we are finding out more and more that time is our most precious resource. So budget your time. See how you want to allocate your time so you can do all of the things that you want to do, as well as your financial resources, right? So I think people are coming around. Everyone that I'm talking to is like, you know what? I don't know if I need more stuff. I don't know if I need more stuff here. What I want is experiences with my loved ones. What I really want is more quality time with my loved ones. So maybe it's buying gifts for people that include spending time with you, going to the movies, going out on walks, getting massages, taking a lesson of some sort. Maybe it's roller skating lessons. Maybe it's doing breath work together. Hey, I'm all about that, right? So in all of our friends, in our networks, buy experiences from your friends, because everybody knows a wonderful massage massage therapist, or somebody that sells beautiful jewelry, or that has handcrafted items. So I highly encourage you guys to buy events from your friends, Pilates instructors, yoga instructors. We have people that are fitness trainers. You can buy sessions for your loved ones from other people. And really, that's when we begin to share the wealth, when we support each other at that level, when we're spreading the love, right? We support each other by investing in each other's businesses. So the number 2 of how you can keep your sanity during the holidays is do something that you want to do. Like, schedule yourself into your holiday. And what do I mean by that? I was talking to a guy the other day, and he's like, you know what? Thanksgiving was so boring. I just felt like it was the same old thing. And I felt trapped with people that I just feel kind of uncomfortable with. And yes, those people were his family. Uh, but I was like, why didn't you do something for yourself that day? Like take a walk, or schedule some time with some friends that you want to see and spend some time with. Like, this is where it takes courage to jump out there and say, you know what, my time is precious and I'm going to spend my time doing things that I love. And spending time with family is also really important and can be really, really fun and a great time. But sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. It's not for everybody. And I totally get that. Sometimes spending time with family can be really, really stressful. So, a really great thing is making sure that you have time during the day for you. And that might be going to a movie because, the movie theaters are open on Christmas Day. So, and some people also go to like theme parks and things like that. And maybe you don't want to do those things. Maybe you are a homebody and you want to stay home and have that time to yourself, have some quiet time to enjoy the holiday in your own way. So, whatever that is for you, schedule yourself into the holiday. Take some of that time for yourself, even if it's just escaping the commotion and the festivities, to take some quiet time and meditate. Again, go outside, get out into nature, right? Meet a friend for coffee. So you have that special time and it makes it more meaningful for you. And that leads me to the next one. So, number three is set some boundaries, set some really healthy boundaries. And I don't know who else is not the best or used to be not the best at setting boundaries, right? I used to say yes to everything. And that really left a lot of room for me to feel a little bit resentful. So, I don't know about you guys, but setting boundaries is the way to go, especially as adults being in the holiday season. Which means, what does that look like when we set boundaries around holiday? Well, that means that you don't have to stay for the full 5 hours if that is not what is going to make your heart sing, if it's not going to make you feel good, right? So commit to going to dinner. Maybe you're there for an hour, maybe you're there for 2 hours, and you gracefully excuse yourself so you can go sit at home and watch the movies or go to another friend's house to spend time with them, or simply say no to a family or a friend event that you've been invited to that you are not going to feel comfortable attending, right? So it's okay to say no. That is part of being an adult. We get to say no, and saying no frees up your time to do the things that you want to do, right? Because ultimately that's what it is. Our time is precious and you want to spend it doing the things that are going to to make you happy, right? That's what the holidays are about. It's taking time to for self-reflection and for happiness. All right. So number four is about dropping expectations, right? There's so much expectation around what a holiday should look like, right? So, oh, we got to put up so many decorations. We have to make this huge feast. And it has to be turkey and ham and all of the traditional food. Like, what if we just threw all of that out the window, right? And we said, of course, I want to keep some traditions that I feel are meaningful to me, but I know a lot of people that have gone plant-based, right? And so turkey is just not part of their dinner plans, or even ham, right? So it's all about sharing a meal, but a meal that is going to be good for you, right? So maybe you want a healthy meal. So you're going to reinvent what you have as a celebration. But I know people that are making creating a beautiful menu that's very special, and they're going to be celebrating Christmas by preparing the meal together and making it fun. And it's a lot of couples, right? So it doesn't even mean that you have to go to a big party to celebrate your holiday. It could be a party of two or even a party of one, right? And that's a whole other thing, is making it okay to have your holiday however it unfolds for you. Maybe you are having your first solo holiday for many, many reasons. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that and nothing to feel bad about, right? Because you can make it really, really special and meaningful um, just by deciding to do some things that feel good to you and that are going to ultimately make it fun, right? Because that's what it's about, is having fun. So it doesn't have to look any particular way. I think marketing, I really believe that marketing gives holidays a lot of pressure, right? They come with a lot of pressure because we feel like we have to meet some cinematic standard or marketing standard of what Christmas should look like. Again, that should, right? And we don't need to do that. We absolutely don't need to do that. It's so much pressure. And I'm all for traditions that serve us and that feel good, but I'm also, a realist, right? And there's a lot of people that may not have, um, they just might not feel like putting up all of the things. So honor yourself, honor the way that you're feeling and the way that you want to celebrate this holiday season without feeling like you have to do something, right? And that leads me to the next one. Number 5 is feeling like you got to be competitive, right? Like, who the heck are we competing with when we are putting up so many decorations just because the neighbors are doing it, or we're buying gifts for our partners because we have friends that are buying, big expensive gifts. And it really is taking the joy out of it, right? Because at the end of the day, I also believe that there is no such thing as competition. There's no such thing as competition, right? And when we put things in a competitive manner, we take the joy out of it, right? It's not fun when it becomes competitive. You want to buy a gift or make a gift that's meaningful and that you're sharing with somebody out of love, right? And because it's going to make them really, really happy and it's going to be fun. And that doesn't necessarily have to have a huge price tag on it. It could be a beautiful experience. I'm all about having experiences over getting a whole bunch of stuff. Although I do have a vast shoe collection. If you know me, I love shoes. And so I'm not saying that having things is a bad thing, but I really believe that we don't need to make holidays all about stuff, right? Because I think at this point we have so much stuff. We're literally, our closets are brimming. The recycling centers, the Goodwill centers are overwhelmed with our donations because we just have so much stuff. So why not make it about having the most beautiful food, the most beautiful experience, and truly about using those things as a way to connect with each other? Because at the end of the day, holidays are about connecting with each other and about loving each other more and about sharing the joy, sharing the wealth, and just finding a new level of gratitude and appreciation for all of the beauty that we have around us. And when I say all the beauty around us, I truly mean being grateful for the simple things that we have. When I open every session that I do when I do breathwork groups with gratitude, and I ask all of the participants to share something that they're grateful for and to really connect with that gratitude, because gratitude is so incredibly powerful. It's one of the most powerful vibrations on earth, and it does something. Actually, neuroscience tells us that it changes our brain chemistry when we actually think of 3 things that we're really, really grateful for. And when we begin to make those happy chemicals in our brain, they build on each other, right? And it can go the other way too. Like if you're thinking about something that is really, really sad, or you're feeling depressed or anxious, you can keep building that brain chemistry as well, right? By continuing to go down the path with that line of thinking, or you can interrupt it and start thinking about gratitude and building up those feel good chemicals. It's really a shortcut to feeling happy, a shortcut to feeling well. And when you're in gratitude, you're not thinking about everything that's going wrong. You're not thinking about what you don't have, right? So it literally is a shortcut to feeling really, really deliciously, fabulously good in your body, which is where all the fun is right here in your body in the present moment. So gratitude. So drop the expectations and just be present. Be in gratitude this season for your health, for being able to be with friends and family. And if you're not with friends and family for some reason, then reach out to people on Zoom, right? Look for opportunities to go out and volunteer in your community, because I can guarantee you there's other people out there just like you who want to be with others during the holiday and are craving connection, and they're just waiting for you to invite them to do something, right? Or, reaching out to some friends to see what they're doing, or choosing to spend some time alone, to reflect on all the amazing things that happened this year and all the things that you want to create in the coming year. It's a fabulous time to journal, which leads me to number 6. Number 6 is self-care. You guys knew I was going to say self-care, didn't you? Because I am always talking about self-care, because I believe that self-care is the blueprint for self-love. And that's a whole other story. But in the context of keeping your sanity during the holidays, self-care is where it's at. In fact, if you're spending your holiday alone, then this is your grand opportunity to spend an entire day just loving on yourself and feeling grateful for the beautiful body that you have, and cultivating health, cultivating joy, cultivating peace of mind and clarity. So what an opportunity to really dive into your self-care. So, what are some of the things that you can do that are beyond spa days and bubble baths, right? Although I had the most glorious bath yesterday, it was the first time I actually spent like hours in the bathtub. I highly recommend it, to put some beautiful bath salts in there and some crystals, and just really allow yourself, get some candles, some products that you love, and really pamper yourself. It will totally change the way that you feel. So yes, I highly recommend that. But beyond taking a beautiful, luxurious bath, what are some other things that you can do? Meditation. You also knew I was going to say meditation, right? And breath work. Breath work is so incredibly powerful, and it's one of the best tools that I know to just bring in automatic feel good. It's an instant gratification process where you can just literally breathe in joy and exhale all the stuff that doesn't feel good in your body. So do some breath work. There's lots of free YouTube things you can check out. My YouTube channel, I have some free breath work meditations that you can do, and just try it out. Let me know how it goes too. I always want to hear from you guys when you check out the videos. And when I'm talking about meditation, there's also tons of free meditations that are online. I love Insight Timer, the app, so you can download that app so you can do your meditations, and it actually logs how much time you're spending doing your meditation, so you can see your progress. Because without progress, you guys, we're going to stop doing stuff. It's all about accountability, which is one of the primary things I work with my clients. Is they really count on me to keep them accountable to what they say it is that they want to have, be, and do. And I really help them get there, because without that accountability, it is so easy to just slide back and just fall into our old patterns, right? Because that's the way that our brains are designed. Neuroscience also tells us that our brains have a default setting, and they're always going to default to what is easy and comfortable. And that is exactly why you need a coach, or you need an accountability buddy, or somebody to hold you to that goal so you can finally get what you want, right? Um, so yes, so meditation, Insight Timer, and then also journaling. Journaling is so incredibly powerful. It was something that I actually had some resistance around up until a couple years ago. And I can remember a time when I journaled as a young girl, and my mom would come in behind me and read my journal, and I would get so grounded based on the things I was writing in there. So I literally got writer's block, and I stopped journaling for many, many years, like I said. And so a few years ago, I actually started picking up the pen and writing some things down, especially when I began to learn about the power of manifestation and the power of putting pen to paper. Because there is something so incredibly effective, and also helps us rewire our brains when we are putting pen to paper. and we're writing out our intentions. We're writing out our goals. We're writing out the things that are meaningful for us. And sometimes it's just about journaling to brain dump, right? So I have a daily practice where I actually write in the morning when I wake up. And then before I go to bed, I kind of just look at my list of things that I wanted to accomplish during the day and I check them off because I just love checklists. They just help me feel like I've actually done something in the day. And it also is just really good for our mental health to be able to write every day, to have some thoughts, and then to be able to look back at things so you can track your progress. Because again, it's all about being able to see progress. If we can see progress, then we will keep going towards our goal, right? And we will keep moving forward and moving towards the finish line a little bit every single day, which that's what it's all about, guys. It's not about the destination. It is 100% about your commitment to continually improving and sticking with it. It's the stick with itness, right? And it all comes a little bit at a time, baby steps, and then you gain some momentum and it starts to happen really, really fast. Like, take it from me, you got to build that momentum. And as you build the momentum, you start to get really, really excited about things. So yes, so journaling is a form of self-care. Highly recommend it during the holidays. And this is the perfect time. We're approaching the winter solstice, and it's a great time to reset everything. We have the full moon that's happening on Saturday. So it's a great time to journal, to release all the old gunky stuff and make space, because this New Year's 2022 is going to be bringing us some wonderful things. And yes, I do expect miracles. I do expect wonderful things are going to happen for you in 2022. It just is. It just is. Just believe it now and expect it. Just act as if wonderful things are on the way and they will truly start to arrive at your door. Okay, so as far as the other self-care things, we already said journaling. And then you guys have fun. Having fun is a form of self-care, right? And what do I mean, have fun? Go out and move your body, get some movement in, right? Maybe that's hiking, it's biking, it's roller skating, it's, rock climbing. It could just be, playing Twister on your carpet with your friends, right? So do some yoga if you're by yourself, right? Do some stretching. Whatever it is, get some movement in and make it fun. Have a good time with it. And the last one is a big one, guys, because I think that we forget that we are not islands and we are not meant to be islands. We are meant to be connected with other people. So connection is key, and asking for support, being supportive for others, just connecting with friends and family, that is 100% a form of self-care. So whether or not you have access to your family this year, maybe you're not going home to visit family, maybe you are, maybe it's complicated, right? Everybody has different things going on. But whatever it is, just start getting vocal. Get vocal. Start reaching out to people. I can't even express enough how important it is for you to reach out to others when you are feeling alone. When you are feeling sad and alone, I guarantee you, 100%, I would bet money on it, because I know that it's a fact and I believe it at the core of my being. When you are feeling alone and sad and depressed, there is somebody in your life that is feeling the same way. They are struggling just like you. They're feeling alone and they need your loving kindness. So when you are feeling that way, reach out to others. Reach out to others. And I don't care who others is, right? When I say others, I mean it could be a coworker, it could be a friend that you just met, it could be friends that you've known for years. It could be family, right? It could be some clients that you know. There are so many people in need of loving attention from you, from your loving attention, for your goodwill, and they are just waiting for you to reach out. So I implore you that if you are feeling alone or lonely or just a little down, because it happens. It happens during the holidays, right? Because it's all of that, the weight of expectations of where we should be in our lives, what we should have, whether we should have a partner, whether we should have our business farther along, whether we should be living in a particular place, whether we should be having kids or not having kids, or having a pet or not having a pet, or all these different things that could possibly happen. We've had people that have passed away or people that have moved on out of our lives. There are just so many circumstances that make the holidays feel really, really heavy at times. So it's all about connection, getting out there, getting out of your own pain, getting out of your own head, and connecting with somebody else that also needs that connection. Because that's also a big way to stay out of depression, because when we're focused on our own pain, we're focused on our own challenges, we are not in a place of giving, right? We're looking around thinking about all the things that are missing out of our lives, and all the things that we want, and all the things that we don't have. And it comes back to that gratitude again, right? That gratitude is so incredibly powerful. And when we reach out to others, we're there for others. It automatically takes us out of our own pain, and it brings you back into connection. And I always talk about Dr. Gabor Mate, because I absolutely love that man and all of his research and what he talks about addiction. And he says that an addiction can be anything, right? Addiction is not just about drugs and alcohol. You can be addicted to porn. Yes. You can be addicted to shopping on Amazon. You could be addicted to eating chocolate or ice cream, right? But he says at the core of it, that addiction really comes from a lack of connection, right? A lack of connection with ourselves and a lack of connection with others. So when we're feeling at our lowest, it is not about isolating ourselves until we feel better. It's not about, not reaching out because we feel like we should have all the answers. And it's not about, working on things in silence and then coming out when it's all better, right? We get well and we start to feel better when we connect with others, right? And we're designed that way. Human beings are designed to need other people. We need love and support, and that's not to say that we're looking to others to solve all of our problems, or that other people have all of our answers, because they ultimately don't. Nobody has the solutions to your particular challenges, but you have everything that you need, all the information, all of the wisdom is within you, right? And I wholeheartedly believe this. Of course, I'm also saying I'm also a huge advocate for having the right mentors and people that can guide you along the way, and that can ask you the right questions to help you get those wheels turning, those mental wheels turning, so you can arrive at the right conclusions for yourself, right? So definitely, obviously I am a leadership coach, and I help people figure out what their legacy is and really come in back into their power, and claim their rich fulfillment, so that they can have really big, juicy, amazing lives and live the vibrance that they came to be here on this planet. Um, and I'm not telling people what to do, right? I'm not giving them all the answers, because I don't have their answers, right? I can guide them to discover their own answers. I can guide them back into their personal power. I can hold the vibration and the vision for them, because I see them much bigger than they could ever see themselves at this present time, right? And those are the people that we need in our lives. We need more people that hold a big vision for you. They can see you in your happiness. They can see you in your wholeness. They believe that you can achieve your dreams. They believe that you have everything that you need is within you. You want those type of people around you. And if you don't have those people around you yet, then it's okay, because it's definitely a process of self-discovery, and about the quality of the individuals that we have around us. Because ultimately, we truly are the 5 people that we surround ourselves with, right? We become like them. So choose very wisely. And that's another reason not to feel bad if you don't have a ton of people around you this holiday, right? Because you are being prepared. You're being prepared for something, and your job is to focus on loving yourself, right? Because when you love yourself and you do the discovery and you're having fun with it, you're naturally going to start attracting the right people towards you. You're going to naturally attract your tribe. You're going to attract amazing opportunities to you. You become magnetic when you start really loving yourself. So self-care, again, I believe it. I believe it to the core of my being, guys, that self-care is the roadmap to self-love, which I think I'll talk about more about that another time because it is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And it's the whole game of life, right? It's the self-discovery journey, and it's the good stuff. It is the content, the content of our life. Because our life is just not, it's not just the cup, right? It's the stuff that's inside of it. It's the stuff that's inside of it. And we get to choose what goes inside. You have more power than you realize. You are such a powerful human being. You're a divine creatrix, right? And you have so much waiting to be discovered within you. That's why I just absolutely love my clients. I love working with my clients so much because once they really start to unfold and start to put down all the old stuff that just feels so heavy and is weighing them down, they literally just start beaming from their face. And that's when I know that it's getting really good and really fun, is when I see the lights turn on and their whole bodies light up because they are like, all right, I am ready to play. Let's create, let's have a good time, and let's have some fun. So yes, got off on a little tangent there because I feel so incredibly passionate about helping women change their lives. And I hope this was really helpful, guys. My goal here was really just to share some inspiration and some encouragement that wherever you are, whoever you're with, whether you're by yourself, you're with family, you're with your partner, that it's enough. Allow it to be enough. In fact, give yourself permission right now to just have balls to the walls, so much fun this holiday, no matter what you are doing. Make it fun. Sing Christmas carols in your living room, do karaoke, ring the bells, dance in your living room, have a great time, dress up if you want to, and make yourself a beautiful dinner. Dress up if it's just the two of you, get dressed up, make it your table presentation gorgeous. Like, make it special for you. Make it something that feels so luxurious to you. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Because here's the thing, guys, there are no rules. We are the ones that give things meaning, and we are the ones that can take away the meaning to things as well. We can just say, nope, that doesn't have the power to make me sad anymore, or this makes me so incredibly, delightfully happy. I'm going to do more of that. So do that, guys. Have more of that. Have more fun and drop the expectations. Have a really, really good time. Be silly and just enjoy yourselves. Enjoy this holiday to the max. All right, literally to the max. Okay, have a wonderful holiday. I would absolutely love to hear from you guys. If you're watching this on the replay, do me a favor and drop hashtag replay in the comments. And I want to know if this was helpful for you. So, as a quick recap, number 1 was get organized. Number 2 is do something you want to do. Schedule yourself back into your holiday. 3 was set some boundaries. Number 4 was drop the expectations. 5 was stop competing. There is no competition. And number 6 was radical self-care. Just do it. It's going to be so good. You're going to thank yourself later. All right, beautiful, divine lionesses and just beautiful beings. I hope this was so helpful for you. Again, show me some love, hit the subscribe button, drop me some comments. Have a happy, happy holiday, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now. Live in gratitude and be light.